The world is celebrating International Women's Day this week, and today I speak with the first woman to win the Best New Director Award at the Golden Horse Awards, the Oscars for Chinese language films. But first, let's take a look at her award-winning film American Girl, which premiered on Netflix this month.
It won't fit. Go get another one.
It's gross.
靠北啊，怎么大便的颜色啊？
反正暑假就回 LA 了，我答应 Jessie 要一起去 horse camp。讲英文了不起哦，关你屁事啊，史台克。
全家本来就是应该在一起的。
那你当初干嘛带我们去美国
Is mommy going to die?
你可不可以现在不要讨论这件事情？
因为我害怕。
我又没有要回来。妈妈可以先 go away.
You know mommy loves you, right?
It's so good.
What did you want to express through your story?
For me, it's about how a family bonds through crisis. I think every family, every relationship eventually will go through some crisis, and it either makes us stronger or it breaks us, I think. But I think it's important to have faith that we'll pull through.
Well, obviously things are going well for you. I took my family to watch it because I was pretty excited. We're kind of a bicultural family, so we can relate to a lot of the scenes. And I really appreciate your very realistic depiction of life in Taiwan and the family struggles. My son, who's a teenager, said, you know, this family really loves each other.
But, let's see.
Yeah, he said, but they don't know how to express it sometimes. Or maybe, you know, in the movie, they don't feel it. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that. He saw behind, you know, all the arguments. Yeah, that's really lovely.
Being a female director, it's such an accomplishment. You're the first woman to win Best New Director at the Golden Horse Awards. Tell me what kind of struggles or challenges there are for female directors.
I think it's the same for, you know, women workers, because when people are they're investing in your career. They want to know that you will put your career first. But as a woman worker, you might, you know, your career often stops for, you know, having a family, having children. You know, you might want to spend 2 years with your children, and it's just that's not very attractive, I think.
For investors.
Yeah, it's not, because if I'm an investor, I want to know that you'll keep producing and we will have a long-term relationship and I can invest in your career because you'll continue to make movies. A lot of women directors that I admire have great works, but they have 1 or 2 and then they stop, you know, for 6, 8, 10 years. Before, I felt like, oh, is it because they weren't given an equal chance? But sometimes when you read into their interviews, they find something more important. They see that, and you see these directors who are having a very long-term career often have to commit to not having children, or, you know, just putting film, like being married to film.
So why do you think you were able to achieve your dream of being a director? I know that I'm sure there are a lot of people who aspire to be a director, but an award-winning director like you, it's not easy.
I think it's maybe because I don't see it as a dream. I think I try to really put the work first and just try to do my best every day. The weight can be crushing to have, you know, so much writing on your decisions. One of my favorite directors, Dardenne brothers, they started out as documentary directors. And when they first ventured into narrative filmmaking, they said that, you know, if this doesn't work out, we'll just go back to documentary. There's other things that are very important in life. And that was really inspiring for me because they went on to be one of the most decorated directors of Cannes Film Festival. Even then, when they started out, I think it's having a very healthy attitude of, if this doesn't work out, I am not a failure, and you shouldn't be afraid to to fail. You should be very, very brave and very honest.
Well, you know, Women's Day is this week, a day that we honor women. Is there anything that you'd like to tell women in Taiwan or around the world?
You know, I think be honest to yourself about your own feelings. Don't judge yourself too much. And don't let being a woman limit too much of who you want to be, you know, because there'll be enough people who tell you that it won't work. So I think you have to tell yourself that it will. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I think your life is a wonderful example of what you just said. The whole interview will be up on YouTube and Facebook.